So tell me once again, who's fat?
Well, now on to the last part of our show, the Smackdown portion of our new show here today. And basically, Smackdown pretty much just kind of continued where Raw left off.
They had a lot of recaps throughout the show, trying to build up the matches for No Way Out. So there was very little that actually happened on the show because they were flashbacking a lot.
A lot of it had to do with the flashbacks, but then they also had the storyline with AJ was still running around. She's going to explain why she kissed Kane, and basically she was interrupted by Vicky Guerrero, and then that whole situation turned into a match. And
she was interrupted by Vicky and Dolph, and then CM Punk tried to come out. I guess he was going to try to defend AJ. Then Daniel Bryan came out and insulted AJ and put her down. And then Sheamus came out, and Sheamus said, "You know what? We're supposed to have this tag match anyway. I only have it now." And so they start that match off. That started the match.
That started the show.
That started the show. And of course Ziggler and Daniel Bryan won it after Vicky distracted Sheamus and
well, AJ kind of pushed her in the ring.
Yeah, but Vicky, because she got pushed in the ring, distracted Sheamus and allowed Dolph to get the victory. Ziggler.
I mean, basically that turned into then afterwards, Vicky and AJ got into it, and Vicky ended up slamming AJ's back against the ring, and then
Kane comes out and tries to carry her off. CM Punk tried to stop Kane and save AJ, and it makes Kane mad, and Kane ends up chokeslamming both Daniel Bryan and CM Punk in the middle of the ring, while AJ is at the top of the stage or whatever, and she just drops to her knees.
So I mean, overall, that was kind of how the show started off. The main story theme of the show was still the John Cena, John Laurinaitis thing.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened with that is Big Show earlier tonight, or John Laurinaitis came out, had his interview, apologizing to Vince, and then Big Show came out saying that, he guaranteed victory on Sunday, and he said that, he's going to beat John Cena and everything, which prompted Cole to announce that John Cena was coming to the ring later in the evening. So then, later in the evening, John Cena shows up, and John Cena shows up, he calls up Big Show, and then Laurinaitis comes out into the ring, and Laurinaitis says, look, we got to have that match on Sunday regardless, no matter what happens, so I'm not going to let Big Show come out here tonight to injure you. And John Cena was like, well, I came out here to, I came out here thinking that one of two things is going to happen. Either Big Show's going to knock me out, or I'm going to knock the Big Show out. So then he said, but since the Big Show's not here, that makes you number one for an ass kicking. And so John Laurinaitis says, well, if you touch me, I'll fire you. And John Cena's like, well, no, you just said that match at the pay-per-view has to happen, so if I touch you, you can't fire me. He says, oh yeah, but I can fire you after the match. I can fire you on Monday Night Raw if you hit me. And John Cena said, well, you know what, I guess someone's going to get fired at the pay-per-view, and he punched John Laurinaitis. I guess a couple other little things during the show that kind of bugs us about SmackDown really is SmackDown, probably more worse than Raw, has been doing a lot of these matches
where they got a big star and they just take on a little opponent, and the big star is going to automatically win.
Well, not so much
especially since the the little opponent is either someone that's already standing in the ring that they haven't even announced, but even if it's someone you know, or just that, that the big guy comes out and just like going away there. And the worst offender is Ryback.
Well, Ryback's the worst offender. They keep doing this thing where they got a handicap match. It's two absolute nobodies. They get on the mic, they say they're going to beat Ryback, and then Ryback comes in and destroys them.
And usually these two little nobodies, they look like little kids. Seriously, they're about as tall as little kids.
I mean, it's got to a point now where Ryback's going to keep doing this fighting 2-on-1, and then let's actually see him take on some real tag teams in the WWE. I would actually like to see that. I would actually like to see a storyline where Ryback is the tag team champion by himself. He holds both belts. He's like, I'm the tag team champion. He just walks around. I mean, if that's what they're going to do with the guy, have him fight 2-on-1 matches, let's see next week him take on the Usos, and then maybe, I don't know, anyone else, any other tag team that's in the WWE.
Some other people that's been doing these kind of storylines with Damian Sandow, this new guy that comes out that I don't like him.
And it's just...
then they have other people like the Funkasaurus. He was doing it for a while, but the Funkasaurus, he's up now. He's more up now, so he's fighting like more better opponents. In fact, he's kind of starting to feud with Big Show, so that's cool. He's out of it. But there for a while, a long time, the Funkasaurus was just beating up nobodies too.
Yeah. But it's just getting a storyline where, I mean, it's like, okay, after a month of them doing it, fine. But, after a month, to me, they're already established wrestlers. Let's see them take on, some bigger name in the roster and stuff like that. We like to actually see... I would like to actually see Ryback actually wrestle somebody instead of just wrestling two nobodies all the time. I don't think we really have anything else to say about Smackdown. Like I said, Smackdown really was just a continuation of Raw, plus it was just building up for the pay-per-view. I mean, it really... I mean, average Smackdown, I give it about, what?
I give it about 3.5. Well, maybe a 4.
I give it 3.5. I give it 3.5 no way outs at the time. Because that's all it was doing was building up to no way out. So yeah, it was an alright show. And well, that pretty much ends it for this week in wrestling. Next week we'll be going over No Way Out, Monday Night Raw, Impact, and Smackdown. Please leave a comment if you liked it. Heck, leave a comment if you didn't like it. And if you just don't want to leave a comment, well, that's fine too. But I just hope you enjoy watching this. Thank you so much, and see you next week.
Thank you for watching.